absolutely disgusting and vile. You're no son of mine. Get out of this house. Or how about you'd be better off dead? Can you imagine a teenager hearing those words from their parent? Unfortunately, this has happened and been said to some teenagers when they tell their parents they are gay or lesbian. Teenagers are harassed and bullied in school for being gay and lesbian, or just because they don't conform to the stereotypical gender roles of their sex. According to a 2005 Center for Disease Control survey, 32,000 teenagers commit suicide each year. Suicide is one of the top 3 causes of death in the age group 15 to 24 after accidents and homicide. Gays and lesbians are 4 times more likely to commit suicide than their heterosexual counterparts. That's based on 2006 Massachusetts Youth Risk Survey. For those with a rejecting family, using statements like I used in the beginning of this speech, they are 9 times more likely to commit suicide. That's based on a 2007 San Francisco State University survey and also a December 2008 article in the Journal of American Pediatrics. In Pennsylvania in June 2002, Marcus Wagner and a male friend were caught drinking and with condoms by 2 police officers. The officers then threatened to out the boys to their parents. And the term out in the gay community means telling someone you're gay, or telling someone else is gay. A few hours later, Marcus committed suicide. Luckily, there is help available. In 1994, the movie Trevor was awarded an Academy Award for the Best Short Film. Trevor is the story of a 13-year-old boy who attempted suicide after coming out and being rejected by his fellow classmates and friends. In 1998, the movie was shown on HBO, and the writer and producers, looking around to see what help was available, created help themselves. They created a suicide hotline for gay and lesbian and questioning teenagers that operates 24/365, 24 hours a day, every single day of the year. In the year ending in June 2008, according to their annual report, they had 16,000 calls. The average age being 15 to 16, lasting up to 30 minutes. the plurality of 44% was in 16 to 18-year-olds. The kids, sophomore, junior, senior high school. But they had calls from kids as young as 10 years old. Male-female ratios were 64 to 34. That 2% difference is the kids who aren't sure. They don't feel like their body is the sex that they should actually be. Gays and lesbians account for 52%, but even heterosexuals call at about 9%. And not surprisingly, I think for those of us in this room, is Southerners call at 34%. Another way of help is gay and straight alliances. These appear in many schools. These are clubs where gays and lesbians and their straight friends who accept them can talk about issues, can network and support. As I said, these are in some schools, but too many schools won't let them be set up, which is a requirement by federal access laws. And several schools have been sued and required to let this club form. And several schools have been sued because of harassment. One of my favorite places that I just found out recently is the Point Foundation. They provide financial support, mentoring, leadership training, and hope to meritorious students who are marginalized due to sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. Started to give scholarships for students to attend college because their parents refuse to help. In 2002, they gave 8 scholarships. In 2008, they had 1,300 applications, of which they selected 27, for a total of 90 active scholarships they are paying for at this time. I'm concerned about gay youth. Luckily, when I was growing up, I guess they didn't realize I was gay, because I've known it since before I was 12 years old. But I'm happy there are resources for them. And I hope I can be a resource and inspiration to gay youth and others who are coming out, because it can be a difficult process, but one that I would never take back. I love myself, and that's the most important thing of all.